On today's edition of Copy, we're talking distracted driving. Constable Blaine Stodoka and Constable Kara Hagan joins us to tell us what constitutes as distracted driving. So Blaine, let's talk about what constitutes as distracted driving. What will you be ticketed for?
Well, the bottom line with distracted driving is that anything that would distract you from paying attention to the road, okay? And it mostly refers to electronic devices, mostly, but there is other things too that are also constituted as distracted driving. So anything that's in your hands to distract your hands from both hands being on the steering wheel can be considered as distracted driving. And I'll just let Kara share a little bit more to exactly some of the details of that.
Yeah, you said there's been some interesting cases you've heard of distracted driving. What are those examples maybe?
Anything and everything, right? Driving with that big greasy burger and steering with your knees, not very good, right? That is distracted driving. Shaving your face, shaving your legs, not a good thing to do while you're driving, right? That's all distracting. As for, I think you had mentioned actually the speakerphone, right? Yeah. As long as your hands are free, right? So some people drive with their phone in their hand on speakerphone, chatting and talking. Well, no, right? That's not hands-free. So if you have it on there, put it away, put it in its clip, get your Bluetooth going, as long as your hands-free is the key, right? So 2 hands on the wheel, chatting away, as long as your hands are free.
That's really important to know. That's something I didn't know. I guess then, so would you be pulled over for, say, holding a cup of coffee in your hand? Can that be counted?
No, generally that is not one of that's one of the exceptions in regards to the distracted driving law, basically. So you can still have that sip of coffee while you're on your way to work or wherever else. You need that cup of Java before you get going in the morning. It's totally okay to do that. But anything else that causes you to steer with one hand and the knee is going to be something that is going to be looked at and definitely a part of the distracted driving.
Now, Constable Stodoka, let's talk about the concept called crotch driving that you've deemed it.
Well, it's basically somebody who's looking down at their cell phone trying to hide it, and their eyes are off the road is bottom line of what it comes to. And again, it's distracting driving. It's another part of the whole thing. They're involved in their electronic device and doing whatever, whether texting or dialing a number or whatever it may be. When your head's down, not looking at the road, that's dangerous. And that's the whole point of the law, to keep people's both hands on the wheel and people's eyes on the road. And when your both hands aren't on the wheel and your eyes aren't on the road, it's dangerous, and we don't want anybody to get hurt. Enough people have been hurt already, and we want to stop that. That's the whole point of the law. So no crotch driving. We know what you're doing. We can see. It's obvious. The head down, you don't spend that much time staring down, so we know exactly what you're doing. So you're not hiding anything anyway. So just don't do it. Make sure you got that hands free.
What are the fines for this? It's actually pretty steep if you're caught distracted driving.
It's $172.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You do not want that in your pocket. I do not want that money out of your pocket. You won't be able to afford your morning coffee then every morning. That you can drive. Be safe on the roads.